Hello everyone, myself Tanushree. As I am pursuing my first semester BE in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Vidyanagar, Bangalore, and I am the student of section Debo. My library ID is 23AI1707, and the today's subject is Principles of Programming using C. The faculty is Pavan sir, who is working in the Department of Cybersecurity branch. So today we are going to study about the topic that is tracing a program which is based on the pattern program. So let's discuss which are the contents we'll study in this concept. So first we'll study about the introduction of program, then nested loop, syntax, program to generate for yes in a straight pyramid. So logic and last tracing. Let's continue the concept. Introduction. Introduction to the program. In software engineering, tracing involves a specialized use of logging to record information about a program execution. Code tracing is a method in which program user paper and pencil to hard trace the execution of a program or a code segment in order to track the variable values as they change during execution and to determine the output of the code. So, a utility program that exhibits the sequence and the results of executing the instructions in another program. So, next, nested loop. A nested loop is an inner loop that appears in the loop body of another, that is outer loop. The inner loop or outer loop can be any type, that is while, do while and for. For example, the inner loop can be a while loop, while an outer loop can be a for loop. C supports nesting of loops in C. Nesting of loops in the future of C that allows the looping of statements inside another loop. Let's observe an example for nested loops in C. Any number of loops can be defined inside the other loop. That is, there is no restriction for defining any number of loops. So for example, we are going to study a program, that is the program to generate for us in a straight pyramid. So we are having a pyramid like stars. So we use n is equals to 5. There are 5 lines. So we are using n is equals to 5. So there are 5 rows. Rows is equals to n. There are n number of rows. So next, for that is I is equals to 1. When j is lesser than or equals to rows, then I plus plus will be. For if there is j is equals to 1, I is also lesser than rows, I minus I. So j will be plus plus. Print anything will be. Use for loop there where k is less than or equal to 2 into minus 1. So k is equals to 1, k is lesser than or equal to 2 into I minus 1. So there will be a k plus plus. So their print will be minus or multiply. So the print star loop 2. The star should be in the loop 2. So the print will be 1. So the answer will be n. If we write print f bracket open inverted comma slash n. So close the comma, bracket close. So this is the program to generate how we generate about the straight pyramid. Logic. When we come into the logic, logic is the programming detailed and knowledge representation of measuring program which is based on a formal logic, and a program which is based on knowledge based is logic programming language is a set of sentence in logical form separating facts and rules about some program during. Logic is a human measuring that is conducted according to strict principles or rules. Again, logic is a set of principles that defines law elements should be arranged to a computer can perform specific tasks. Major logic programs language families include product answer set programming, that is ASP. Full form of ASP is, that is answer set programming, and database. A collection of rules known as programming language and specialize the orders in which certain components should be placed to enable a program to carry out particular tasks. So here we are going to observe the int problems. That is, in tracing we are having some of the examples how the program will be executed in tracing a program. So the first example is when the outer for loop I goes as I is equals to 1, I goes as j is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the first loop leaves 4 blank spaces. Then in the next loop for 0 construct go as. Then it will become m is equals to 2 into I minus 1, I minus 1 minus 1, that is equals to 1. So the 1 will be equals to I will be equals to 1. So then in for, then if k is equals to 1, k will be lesser than or equal to m, where k will be increasing, so it will be k plus plus. So the loop 2 will print only 1 star. So the next example is when the outer for loop I goes as I is equals to 2. In the first example there was I is equals to 1. So here I is equals to 2. I goes as j is equals to 1, 2, 3. So in the first loop leaves 2 blank spaces. So in loop 2, while for 0 construct go as m is equals to, that m is equals to 2 star 2 into I minus 1, that is equals to 2 into 2 minus 1 is equals to 3. So where I will be equal to 2. For k is equals to 1, then k will be less than or equal to m. Then here also where the k will increase, so it will become k plus plus. So the loop 2 prints the 3 stars. So the last example, when the outer for loop I goes as I is equals to 3, I goes as I 1, 2. Loop 1 leave 2 blank spaces. Here also, as we know, for the second example we left the 2 spaces. Here also the same, as we are going to leave the 2 blank spaces. Loop 2 with for 0 construct goes as m is equals to 2 into I minus 1, that is equals to 2 star 3 minus 1, that is equals to 5. 2 3s are 6 minus 1, 6 minus 1, that will be is equals to 5. So that I is equals to 3. For k is equals to 1 and k will be less than or equal to m, then k plus plus will be. So in the loop 2 it will print 5 stars. If you like the concept, if you like the video, please like and subscribe.